It's really rather simple. Some girls, they attract the lacrosse players. And then other girls will attract more of the skater, tattoo type guys. And then I will attract 30-year-old men. Oh, this is what it feels like. Oh, this is what it feels like. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new, thank you for watching me. I really appreciate it. So, a part of me, like this little voice in my head is telling me for the story time that it's too soon or just not a good idea. This person I know sometimes watches my videos and engages with my social media. I feel really bad, but there is a bigger voice in me that's telling me, do it for the views. So here I am telling the story. Now, it's a long story, so I'm gonna try to make this quick, especially because my battery is now starting to die. So this all, I guess, originated sophomore year when I decided to partake in this traveling film festival that came to my school. It's really cool. You have, I think it was like 5 or 7 days to make a video where you sign up your team and they give you all the equipment needed to make a film. All they ask is that you actually have something by the end of the week to submit. And then they make a big deal for the finale where they show the top 16 films. They break out a red carpet. They have a photographer. It's catered. And they even have prizes. I won a prize my freshman year. And so I knew that I loved this festival. So my sophomore year, I knew that I was going to submit. And I guess I was in some kind of mood because I decided that I was going to make this really dark, edgy sci-fi film. And I actually really liked it to a point where I'm going to tell you to go and watch it. I was really proud of it. Now, you'll see some of the scenes and be like, oh my, oh goodness, Lesley, oh goodness. And to that, I have to say, I am so thankful that I gave over the copyrights to that video to this film festival to have on their YouTube channel under their name with my face plastered for all my future employers to see. So if you're a future employer of mine, go check it out too. Yeah, but it wouldn't be so bad except for the video did not make it into the top 16 or win any additional prizes. So really, I was just being really naughty and raunchy on camera for nothing. But isn't anybody these days? Snapchat Premium, I just found out about you. Anyway, I'm off topic. I'm not on Snapchat Premium, okay? So I am kind of bummed by that, but I'm like, whatever. Next year rolls around and I'm not discouraged. I'm not a girl who gets discouraged. I'm just getting more motivated. So I'm going up to sign up my team. And by my team, I mean these are all my friends that I dragged and forced into doing this with me. And there's the team, but there's in particular this one guy. He's kind of cute, actually, and he's, I think, in his 30s. Could very well be in his 40s because I can never tell age. But he ends up mentioning Zoni to me. Zoni was my video last year and wondering if it was going to be something as cool as that, etc., etc. But I was touched. Either the video was so good or so bad, but he remembered me. What can I say? I got one of those faces. So, of course, I was even more motivated to do this. Well, I just must have been single enough that I went and I decided to friend him on Facebook. Creepy. But other people were friending him on Facebook from our campus. And then I followed him on Twitter and I decided to tweet at him about grabbing drinks. I will admit that I did the very first move. Because he was kind of cute and I like talking about video production. He ended up not being able to grab drinks, but because we were Facebook friends, he decided to get to know me through Facebook chat. And that was good. We had some exchanges back and forth. Then for a few days then. And then it kind of got to a point where it became routine. And when I say routine, I mean his routine, where every damn time that I was on Facebook, the little pop-up would happen and I could predict every time that it was him. Or sometimes I wasn't even on Facebook and I'd get the notifications and I'd be like, especially because at that time, I didn't really have the experience and the self-esteem to say no and do what I wanted. So a lot of times I played therapist with a lot of boys. And so that was the case there. I didn't know how to end it. I didn't know how to say no. So every time he messaged me, within the 10 minutes, I would get on my phone or get on my computer and write back. And I didn't know how to do one-word answers. So I figured, because I was so afraid of hurting people's feelings, that I would get my point across by having him ask questions about me, but seeming kind of self-centered and never asking questions about him. I would just seem obnoxious, rude, it would fizzle out, blah, blah, blah. But apparently, I'm really damn interesting. And I'm not gonna lie, he was interesting too. He was an actor on the side, and he took place in a lot of short films. He was even in, you know, had some guest spots on some TV shows that I'm pretty sure anybody would know. And so he was cool, but I wasn't really, in the end, interested in somebody who was in a different stage of their life and older. You know, I wasn't digging it. So it just got to a point where he was falling more and more in love with me, and it was probably because of the fact that I wasn't giving him a whole lot of attention. And you know how that kind of works when I have my highlight reel on social media that he's able to pull from and romanticize, and I'm acting too school for cool. He must think that I'm just the shiz. He was so certain that we were compatible that eventually it got to a point where he wanted to quit his job with the festival and wanted me to drop out of school and run away with him to a foreign country. At that point, I just kind of had to tell him no. And I was still super nice about it, and it took a few tries, but I think I got it into his head. No. But I don't think I really clarified that I wasn't interested in him, and he just thought that we were so compatible. So later on, every once in a while, he would message me about wanting to take me out, blah, blah, blah. But at this point in time, I had a boyfriend. But me and my boyfriend, we weren't really posting a lot on social media. We weren't Facebook official. So he kept telling me that he didn't believe me that I had a boyfriend. I did have a boyfriend. But even if I didn't, I don't know why he'd still be interested in going out with me if I was willing to lie and say I had a boyfriend to not date him. But he was so certain that we were compatible. So certain, so certain. Maybe we were, and I just couldn't see it. Were we soulmates? Now I'm questioning everything. So it just, eventually he did get tired of hearing no. I was in Florida. He wasn't always in Florida. He was he was doing his festival. He didn't really predominantly live in Florida. So the distance helped, and the fact that I eventually went back to Dallas. But this probably led all the way up until maybe it was the early senior year of college, maybe late junior year. This lasted for a long time. Now, granted, towards like the last year, it was more just random sporadic messaging. And I think, you know, maybe he was going through some type of mood. Maybe I was just really great at acting in my Zony film. I don't know, but yeah, that's kind of my closest I've ever gotten to Hollywood romance. If you have a story about where you've gone with an influencer, or maybe you were DMing someone who was in a band, anything like that, please leave it in the comments. I want to know. My camera's about to die. Ugh. Guess I'm not filming anymore for a while. Like me on social media and like this video. Subscribe to me. I'm going to go to Luby's. Yeah, that's right. You heard me, Luby's. Okay. Bye, guys.